Hi, my name is Evan Williams. I'm the Executive Director here at the Northwest New Mexico Council of Governments. I wanted to take the time to provide some weekly news from the region. COG represents communities and counties of San Juan, McKinley, and Cibola. The COG and our team and our many partners have delivered results to make our region, its community, and its families more resilient and prosperous. New opportunities, investments, and partnerships are happening too quick to report out. So we are utilizing YouTube to get out weekly news to our members, partners, and the public. The top story of the week seemed to be McKinley Paper and a $5 million LEDA investment from the State Economic Development Department. The Local Economic Development Act allows the public sector to invest to sustain and grow businesses in our state. This $5 million investment will help McKinley Paper sustain over 100 jobs and add several more high-paying jobs. This is definitely a team win. It took a lot of partnership and working together. Obviously, this is related to Tri-State's Escalante power plant shutting down this December. Escalante power plant provided the waste steam to McKinley Paper and many of the infrastructure advantages to run McKinley Paper. With the closure of that plant, McKinley Paper found itself in a position where they needed to shore up their own infrastructure and power requirements to keep their recycled cardboard plant producing and to keep those key jobs in that bi-county commitment to McKinley and Cibola counties to keep operating into the future. There'll be several articles detailing this project and the investment from the state of New Mexico. We'll drop those in the description for you to read. Related to the Prewitt area, the COG was successful in receiving a special planning grant from the New Mexico Department of Transportation. We're utilizing that grant to do a sub-regional transportation master plan. We're calling it the Prewitt-Milan Transportation Master Plan, looking at transportation resources in the bi-county area to help with continued investment in the Prewitt area and hopefully growing that industrial cluster back to its original performance, as well as creating a Prewitt Industrial Park that McKinley County has a site master plan and design for, and also in the Milan area looking at the Milan Industrial Park. Again, we want to get ahead of transportation needs and issues as we're developing these tax-based centers. We don't want to be behind the curve in terms of transportation investments. Also related, the Economic Development Administration has awarded the Council of Governments and Assistance to Coal Communities grant. This was awarded on September 17, 2020. The COG was awarded $988,400 for building resilient communities in Northwest New Mexico. This week, COG extended contract offers to Wilson and Company to provide final design of the anchor site in the Milan Industrial Park, taking their site master plan from a 30% design all the way to a 90% design, giving them an opportunity to market and locate key businesses that will create jobs for our region. Secondly, the COG has provided a contract and capacity to our partners at Four Corners Economic Development. We call them FORSED. This 3-year commitment will allow FORSED to grow and add capacity to implement many of their programs, projects, and initiatives in the San Juan County area. We recently had a board meeting that was taped and is available on our Facebook page that included a legislative overview from House Appropriations and Finance Chair, Representative Patty Lundstrom. Also in that meeting, we went through 4 regional plans that are going through an update. We have our Regional Transportation Plan, our Regional Comprehensive Economic Development Strategy Plan. We have our Regional Economic Recovery Plan, and we have the Zuni Mountain Trails Conservation Master Plan. All of those are going through an update process, and we would invite you to visit our website where those plans are being housed. We have several surveys and the ability to comment on any of those plans. Your comments will help make those better plans for our region. We also have an economic recovery coordinator position that's looking for a strong candidate that can fill that position to help us with COVID-19 related economic recovery, longer term diversification, resiliency efforts throughout our region. And that position will be up on our website as well. Many of you know about the Mexican spotted owl and the injunction. Environmentalists have reached an agreement with federal land and wildlife managers that will clear the way for forest restoration efforts to resume in the Southwest. Federal court issued an injunction last year that limited timber activities and restoration activities on national forest lands in New Mexico and Arizona, pending the outcome of a legal battle over the threatened Mexican spotted owl. Under the agreement announced Tuesday, federal managers will regularly track population trends through 2025. Surveys also will be done before activities that disturb the ground and known owl habitat will be protected. The agreement, which is still must be approved by a federal judge, will apply to all 11 national forests in the 2 states, including the Cibola National Forest. Once approved, this will mean that the COG and its partners should be able to resume trail and trailhead development of the Zuni Mountains Trail Project, including projects in McGaffey, Milk Ranch, Quartz Hill, and eventually Mackenzie Ridge. So this is great news for us to get back in the forest and creating 200 miles of single track trail to attract visitors and locals alike to enjoy the outdoors, including several activities: mountain biking, hiking, horseback riding. Also, in Grants, New Mexico, they received a Recreation Economies and Rural Communities grant. They're one of 10 communities in the country that is receiving this attention and assistance to develop an action plan to move projects, programs, and initiatives to revitalize Grants, especially its Main Street with outdoor recreation and adventure tourism as a key economic driver. A series of virtual workshops is scheduled for November 16 through 18. It is critical that you add your voice and your perspective into this process. I would be remiss if I did not thank our partners that make all of this possible, including the Economic Development Administration, New Mexico Local Government Division, and New Mexico Department of Transportation. Finally, I wanted to thank our members. Without you and your annual contribution, we would cease to exist. You are our foundation that makes the COG roll. Finally, a couple final notes. The legislative session is just around the corner, and so is redistricting. So do remember to exercise your democratic duty and responsibility and get out and vote. If you haven't been able to get a pumpkin yet, Sutherland Farms and Aztec can get you fixed up for Halloween. Visit these nice folks and remember to keep it local whenever possible, especially now more than ever. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend, and know that your COG will be here first thing Monday to hit it hard again. Thanks again for a great week. Go Northwest New Mexico.